Hey guys, it's Shy. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. I got my hands on the new Made by Mitchell medium deep curve cases. I got the cream and powder version. So if you like it here, if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into this tutorial. I got my hands on the new Made by Mitchell medium deep curve cases. I have the curve case, which is the cream version, and I have the curve case pressed, which is full of the powder products. This is what the medium deep curve case looks like, and in this curve case we do get 4 new bronzer shades. Now for the blushes, they are existing blush shades in the curve case XL. I was kind of hoping we'd get new shades. We're gonna go ahead and swatch this palette. We have the shades Vivacious, You Asked for This, Shadow Ban, and Selling Shade. And the Made by Mitchell curve cases are a cream formula, and they are so beautiful, and they have a great formula. These are what the shades look like. This is Vivacious, Shadow Ban, You Asked for This, and Selling Shade. As you see, you do get a combination of warm and cool tones. You also get a nice range. I definitely can use all of these shades, and it's going to give you something more natural or as dramatic as you want. I did notice when I was using the curve case deep that the colors for the bronzers were just a little too rich for me, but I still love a good nice sculpt. You just take a lighter hand, but I love that he listened to consumers and came out with a medium deep curve case. For the blushes, you get the shades Toasted Terracotta, Burnt Buns, Party Pink, and Very Berry. I personally do not really like plummy colors on me, so I'm not really a fan of this Very Berry shade, but I personally prefer Cherry Cola because it does have that pink undertone. But let's swatch the blushes. We have Toasted Terracotta, Burnt Buns, Party Pink, and Very Berry. So I'm gonna do some underpainting. So I'm gonna take the shades Vivacious and Shadow Ban, and I'm just gonna mix those two. And let's start on the forehead. And as you can see, that is a beautiful bronze color. It's very natural. This is the MF4 that I'm using. So this is a Made by Mitchell brush, and that looks really natural. I like that it really just blends in, and I do love the curve case formula because it is thin, it is lightweight, but it's also pigmented. I feel like these colors just complement my skin a lot better. It doesn't look muddy and it blends a lot easier. I'm just going to use Vivacious to contour the nose. I don't want it to be too defined or anything. I just want to enhance my nose. And then taking Shadow Band, I'm just going to use that to contour the lips. I did use the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Universal Radiant to prime the face. For foundation, I'm going to be taking the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation in the shade Macao. For concealer, I'm just taking this Pink Honey Cloud Cover Concealer. This is in the shade 15W. And I'm just gonna go back and add a little bit more of that bronzer just on the forehead and the cheek area. And Made by Mitchell does have a sponge. It's super bouncy, so I'm going to use that to blend out the concealer. And for blush, I want to mix Toasted Terracotta and Party Pink. And I'm going to tap off the excess because it is super vibrant. And this is the blush. This brush is the MF1. And I'm going to use that to just stamp. That is such a beautiful color. I personally just love mixing a pink and peach shade. I don't know, it just, I can never decide on if I want to go pink or peach. I feel like mixing your blushes is the perfect thing to do. I mean, look at this blush color. It's so perfect. This is like the best of both worlds when it comes to blush because you do get pink and peach at the same time. I'm taking the One Size translucent powder to set the under eye. So I did set like the under eyes and my T-zone. So we are going to be taking the Curve Cased Pressed, and like the Curve Case, this is those same shades just in powder form. I personally have not tried this formula, so this is new to me. I'm just going to use those same shades that I used for the cream in the powder. I'm mixing Vivacious and Shadow Ban. And I usually go pretty heavy with bronzer. But as you can see, this is really nice. It's really blurring. I personally love the Made by Mitchell bronzers. I do have their bronzer book. And even in that, I have to kind of mix the shades. But as you can see, this really just complements the face. And it's not too muddy, it's not too dark, it's literally perfect. And as you can see, this is with the bronzer and this is with just the cream. So they both look really good, but as you can tell, this side just looks really good. This side looks just that warm sun-kissed color. And what I love is that these shades do not look like really orange on me. I do love that he does include a variety of undertones in these curve cases. That way, if you prefer something more warm, you do have that option. You can also mix in your blush in your bronzer if you want more of that warm undertone. And I'm taking Vivacious to go on the nose. Now it's time for the blush. So I'm going into Toasted Terracotta and Party Pink and adding that on. And that is so pretty. And I'm definitely making sure to tap off the excess because these Made by Mitchell blushes are really pigmented. And as you can see, it is a more matte formula and it is nice and blurring, which is really good for my oily skin. So I feel like this just looks so pretty. Now going back in with that translucent powder, I'm just going to kind of clean up the sides of the nose. And I'm just going to cut underneath here. This is the final look of the skin using the Made by Mitchell curve case, and as you can see, it looks very natural. It's very complementary to my skin tone. It's not muddy and everything blended out really nicely, both the powder and the cream version. If you wear like Fenty 420, if you wear like Maybelline 355 coconut, I will say definitely get your hands on the medium deep curve case rather than the deep one. I will say you can still use the deep curve case, but you just need to use a light hand with those colors. But as you can see, it's still that beautiful formula. The powder is a soft matte finish. I really do love how the face turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.